Kofi trending issues. I just have some nan talk. I just have some nan pie. Say talk 1 minute, 1 minute, be here PM what heavy. Number some Kenyan say so say trending issues. No one say we are say bar. The meet my country say Kofi multimedia. Now we say subscribe because say two more need abetum. You two man now here. Now you be so heavy to subscribe and share.
So we trending news padia. Eyo Kofi multimedia. Share and somebody na wo peti. Awunya no Kofi multimedia. The ekoso wani ne wani kontokwa. Trending news bia eyo Kofi multimedia. Kofi multimedia. Omo ye.
Ajuma shame from here guy for short. Not later production we see. We so be a better baby shame ka o se Kofi multimedia say ya try shimpa. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, baby abefa bia. Boshem Kofi multimedia na wonsa ebe kan ye won tentam feedings. Now where there now watch him demonstration e course omutu ni save the judiciary e course ewo montene so ma manfo te wo mu gu montene so ye oye ne chenchirenche pa na te say enye easy wo ye che na no odin pa ni na say save the judiciary na judiciary ni de man save na obekọ na eno na honorable afenyo markings copy asie na emu na asa odom ne be kire so kakra ma niam be si wo mfimfin wo between police ni bi any honorable afenyo markings mummy enko nyeko video ne ba e beto aso
what enter now then the guy from nowhere what enter America because they had entered then I was using and say and hit me hard and he aimed at my heart. Okay, he aimed at it. He just hit me like this. No man, why do you want to kill me? Have I done anything to you?
At a point, they wanted chaos. At a point, they wanted to push the police to the wall. Na BBC, na etuonto, na BBC. No man say police for Mahama police for Bomutu. It was not happening. A young police officer stands in the sun for hours to protect Ghanaians and protect Afenyomakin. Afenyomakin gets in front of the Jubilee House and slaps the police officer. And you, the IGP, you sit there like we are joking in this country. I didn't question no. If you cannot be the IGP, just fucking walk out. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be charged with assault. I didn't question no. And we sit there and we are sitting there. Innocent person be the one. Mudu Jimmy Akwa chene samuko jail no. Some question sama we do TV sui and they kufuado. Will it ever happen? And yakasa mo be deep power mo NDC for. And I'm just here sorry. Do you know what that video is doing in the system? Unim confidence I my criminals. Unim inspirational aboni for take it from this video. And you sit there as an IGP. Masa so what bra ko pefie bitina.
So after save the judiciary demonstration na MPP and other stakeholders issue video ko viral honorable Alexander Afenyo Markins ni video na all punchy police ni ya ene Ghana Police Service say omo ye investigation omo post here omo page na no ena ora Afenyo Markins so any statement tin church the see here na wakasa Adum TV e wo kire say police ni no ebo ne boso ene na ma retaliate here and say ono so punching the back into a reflex action into saying ene si course so yenhwe say the si course ni entie honorable Alexander Afenyo Markins ni sema okan Adum TV mra Kevin Taylor a react or just IGP we there eni kwan say ujemu because e toko so amafo emu police
Police say viral video.
Yeah.
And then they don't even talk about the one paying our parliament in a report among. But they also state that they will investigate the officer. So I think it's a balanced statement. And we say we are a country of rule of law. And that I also petitioned the IGP. We sent a petition money and that, and I've made that available to the media. But Nancy, I've been preaching against retaliatory politics and the fact that oyena power oba the way they behave as politicians, where sometimes we feel that power is a penny. When it does also, I realized that Nyankopon was putting me to test. How? Okay. Because I'm preaching against retaliation. I'm preaching against vengeance. I'm preaching forgiveness and unity. That the politics must be more decent and we must come to the center. Then this thing happened. A constable sabi a brenteno women age man beyond 30. And you so they pretending that sabi onimi here. Ni paying ni na ototo no nti me sheda hwe da awa hama won mu da onihwe na me hwe ni name tag no mu da watch of forcing. And I asked myself that no be leaders, more police paying also leaders should enter to present the petition. And there was an inspector ojina me left we be and ojina barricade niche. Then Honorable Patrick Boama na Honorable Kennedy Osenyako, they were entering from our right. Into many deputy minority leader Okamu was Mitchell because throughout the demonu and then they entered. What enter now? Then the guy from nowhere, what enter America because they had entered. Then I was using and say and hit me hard, and he aimed at my heart. Okay, he aimed at it. He just hit me like this. No man, why do you want to kill me? Have I done anything to you? I was like, and in there, Mister, goggles, and I had an infesum. It's unfortunate how some public officers sometimes, when you should be there, I hear careful. Now also quote unquote, I can't show one there. Sebi also by retaliate. But I am sorry. I am buffer. I'm praying that higher powers of the realm would give him light to realize what he did, so that at the right time he apologized.
But not to side entirely with you, how some public officers and politicians also behave when they engage or they encounter our security officers. And sometimes it's not sitting.
Well, I'm not here to be hypothetical or talk about other incidents that I don't know of. Let's limit it to.
So the name is forcing.
Yes, that's the name I saw.
Until after the incident, then I'm paying for no one catch.
Well, when in fact situation it was bad. So on my end, I didn't want to create a scene because the crowd was charged. They were so charged on in the demonstration, and I didn't want them to know. And the police for now BB them so me moving straight na me cop trail a wall and with the parliament main entrance because na me jahoma on here so me cop trail and then stay there moment. Then one national service officer, or also leader open so and then CID for 2 our parliament minimum embassy so minimum there were parliament staff police for me whatever from then the deputy marshal also showed up, and then Boama came to ask me the leader we okay na me say look muntu kraba me pede obi hu, and then Ayagba pulled through. I think the original organizer too came, was in the original chairman, and then Nanabi came. So they took me to the security room. Then the bench, I lay on it, and then
any police person there at that time when you
the CID food too, no, and then those were the two, And then they let me walk among the leader. Young Konako who men. So Anyagba was leading me, was by my side, was in front of me. The CID from the Siafutuno, walk among. Then the marshal followed, the deputy marshal. Then I took some deep breaths, did some relaxation. But I was asking myself, so the marshal wanted the police officer to be identified because he said Parliament would have to make a report. And see, the guy was nowhere to be found. Then I just said that quickly, let me make a formal complaint, send a petition to the IGP. Then I realized that typical of the politics we do, rather when I was protesting his action, some videos were rather being circulated and creating a certain impression. But I would want to urge the gentleman, the look.
It was chaotic. We commend the police. I DCOP duty. I commend him. He's done great work. We appreciate that. But it got to a certain point. You know, there's this tension when we want to let people in, people out, and all of that.
This was around the Jubilee House area.
No, this was around the Parliament.
Right.
So it was a very tense space. Myself got caught into it, trying to create space. It was very tense, and then in that process, the leader was hit very badly this way, right on his chest, and he actually was almost taken out of the march. I had to take him to the washroom and it kind of just cool down.
Alexander
Markins. So it was, if you saw anything as though he's attacking anybody, it's a reflex trying to defend himself. It wasn't anything that he intentionally.
So he was rather hit by a police officer.
He was hit by the police officer I started right by him. He was hit this way on the chest because perhaps the police officer didn't know him, didn't identify him, and hit him on the face. So I had to tell him that this is the minority leader, and then he kind of government.
Yeah, here's some nonsense. And I'm so pissed with that journalist sitting there. You saw the video. And you, Elton, or whatever, sitting there like a junkie. You saw the man hit the young police officer. Where in that video did Richard Ahiagba take Afenyomakin to the washroom and brought him back? I didn't question journalism, no. We saw this thing on TV. We have all witnessed what happened. We have witnessed it. The guy is lying. And you, a journalist, instead of you to protect the police officer, because like a police in a share we assume, and NPP will make the whole demonstration about that and say that the government actually sent the police officer to hit Afenyo Makin. Now, Kwasia Webejina TV so catcher will say, Afenyo was hit on the chest and that he took Afenyo to the bathroom, to the washroom to clean up because police the board or born the bono no one. Inti police no ebo Afenyo Makin boso e ma ne ne ho inti Richard Ahiagba etam de call bathroom and on side ne buy no be mu. This is what we saw. Where did the policeman hit Afenyo Makin? Did he take Afenyo Makin to the restroom to go clean him up to bring him back to now come enter? Why are we lowering everything in Ghana all in the name of politics? And we the journalists who are supposed to be fair, we have to be solid, resolute, and ask these people we need to be firm. We are sitting there like foolish idiots. We all watch the same thing. You make this clown. Jimmy Wabejina TV so catcher will say Afenyo was hit on the chest and he took him to the bathroom and Afenyo was collapsing. Afenyo Afenyo Makin has assaulted a police officer. The minority leader who says is a lawyer. The minority leader who says is Oshemra Oniminyansa, the guy who is leading the 88 people in parliament, the 38.2 people, the guy has assaulted a police officer. A Ghanaian should be able to sue Afenyo Makin. But we sit in Ghana, media houses are playing this thing like a normal thing. Say, Ghana Police Office, the IGP, if your men go out there and the young men out there, they strike them, don't make any noise. If any police officer is attacked in Ghana from today by Ghanaians, anywhere you send them and they get attacked, some get shot, do not make any noise. Because you are encouraging these kind of attacks on the police. Because now, we all know that you, the IGP, you see this as a normal thing. The young people on the street, that the police have to go out and protect themselves. You have given the police to them to destroy the police. It may catch a police for no. If the IGP does not take any action on this, then you people, when you go out there, the people will come after you. Almost at your they will assault you physically, because we have seen on TV. We have seen a whole minority leader slap a police officer because of a politician, because the party in the MPP, the IGP is saying no problem. I am going to remind the IGP of this incident every day, like the way I remind Anefi of his crimes. Every day I sit here, I will play this video, I will show to the IGP, and I'll let him know that that is the legacy. So free Ghana police moi until he takes action on this, until Afenyomakin is invited. Afenyomakin needs to be charged of assault. Until Afenyomakin is invited by Ghana police and charged. The IGP will be on my show every day, because now we know that the young people out there, you can also attack the police. You are condoning that, and you are making that official, and I will help you. And if you're a young police officer in Ghana, now you say, this thing you are seeing is a joke. Do you know the thousands and millions of young people there who are taking inspiration from what Afenyomakin has done? Do you know Nipa Bebreba, young people Bebrebe, they have watched this and taken some kind of inspiration from tomorrow. You will see how police officers will be attacked in Ghana, and people will make reference to this, because politicians are not bigger than the ordinary Ghanaian. And when I say ordinary Ghanaian, the people who are not sitting in parliament, the people who are not in the Flagstaff House, the people you people are not seeing TV every day on TV, those are the people who are running this country. And if the IGP today is going to cover up for a criminal minority leader, Afenyomakin, who attacked an innocent police officer, then the police, the civilians, we are equally right to attack any police officer who tries anything on us. I am saying this, and the IGP needs to listen to me. It is looking like he doesn't know what's going on. It is looking like the position is going into in his head. He's becoming pompous. He thinks that the position is a position that he has to retire with. He thinks nobody can do anything to him, but we can force you to do your job, and we can force you to resign, and we can force you to be sacked. So make sure this this minority leader, he's brought in and he is processed. Every single day, I'm going to show you the IGP on my show. I am going to show this video on my show to remind the young people out there that the IGP has given a green light that if the police or any police officer tries anything, attack the police officer, because the IGP is seeing Afenyomakin and politicians better than you until the IGP takes a step, until the IGP decides to charge a yede Afenyomakin.
Now, honorable, oh yeah, wait, said don't match so. Nipa a board on Pimbe Pie one, then Yasam Ketua. Video you cry enough evidence. I actually say a dumb I day actually so I was our area home. It is sit down and I to make us say police in Pimo. Me one police in or protector. What I said now who seen it trade say a day. Bibina ya munyabutre. Ye penny free. Mukoko bam bibina ya mumrafum. Yes, Ramwanda. Omwana bebo ya humba mo ya say ya so mo zo metwa na o ma be kunkum ye yasra mo a miri abaya ajiman ushiamia from ya guy for short na village apart junction wo wisia bi so bi obecho be hye no aboru ka se Kofi Agye multimedia comment like subscribe share notification bell no more if you click it fato all you drop here ani nipa di kan ya unsabeka